Hi there, June here. Thank you for joining me today. Today I've a few craft suggestions for you and to show you another small craft haul. But first I must say that I hope you are all safe and keeping well during this very frightening and horrific time we're going through due to COVID-19. Please stay safe. So, onto a much lighter note now. Let me show you my latest craft haul. This is from Stampin' Up, and I just got this today. I love blue. I have quite a few favourite colours, but I think blue is my first overall favourite colour. This is Pacific Point, and I have the stamp pad to go with that. I got that today. And then this shade is called Petal Pink, and I have the Petal Pink ink pad and the stamping blends, and there is dark and light. So my collection is growing slowly but surely. I bought this embossing folder, and it's called Striped Scallops. I think that's lovely. So you'll be seeing that on several cards, I would imagine. And I love this stamp. It's Good Morning Magnolia, as you see. And we have this one large stamp with the leaf hello and thanks. It's a rubber stamp, but Stampin' Up also send you these, I don't know what you'd call them. Anyway, they're adhesive sheets with the design on. So when you take this away, this pops out, and then you can put that onto the back of here, and it'll just help you position your stamp. I know some people don't use those, but I like to. I also got this one as well. So we've got some nice sayings here, and I really love this stamp at the bottom. That could just finish off a card, either on the front or inside. I love that. So those two. Now I did get, if you remember, the Lily Pad stamp set, and that was free because I placed an order over £45. I placed a larger order this time, and I got this die set for the Lily Pad stamping set to go with that. There are, how many dies? 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 11 dies. I haven't used the stamp set yet, but that will be happening soon. So from Amazon, I use Tyvek when I'm making my mini albums, and I use them on the corners. These are 12 sheets, I think, of Tyvek. Oh no, bumper pack of 20 A4 sheets. And you cannot tear this anyway. It is so strong. So when I'm making my mini albums, on the corners I always put that down onto whatever card that I'm using to cover the album, and it always ensures that your corners will not split at all. It's excellent. You sometimes find this on envelopes, on the inside of envelopes. I think that happens more in America and Canada than it does in this country, but Tyvek. I've eventually remembered to order some corners for said albums, just to protect them, and feet from Amazon as well. And this is when I'm making boxes and such like. Oh, and I've just forgotten, I've got two more things, fancy forgetting these, from Stampin' Up. I now have the 1 1/8 scalloped punch and this tab punch, and I'm going to use that when I am sorting all my papers and dies and stamps. This is going to come in very handy. Okay, so during this time when we have to stay at home, we can always, I am sure, find plenty to do in our craft room. Get things sorted, labelled, arranged how you like it, and you'll be able to find your goods. And what I have done, I've made a start on my craft magazines, and it really is terrible to say this, but my husband picked up all my magazines for me. I have them on bookshelves, and the oldest I have goes back to 2011. So that's 9 years of craft magazines, and some of them I have just flicked through. That, you know, I'm embarrassed because it is a waste. But during this time, I am doing something about it. And just let me show you what I've done to start with. So I've gone through the magazines, and there's quite a lot of them will enclose papers. Now this is all I've come across at the moment with these, but which magazine is it? Making Cards. So this is going back to 2011. So I have these little toppers, which are very pretty. These papers are all from Making Cards, but it's Nancy Watt collection. I absolutely adore this paper, that one. I love it, as I do this one. Anyway, I can't go through all these, we'll be here all day. But these are from maybe a dozen of the magazines, 12 of the magazines. So I've cut them so they're nice and neat. I am, well, a neat freak actually, so they are nice and neat. And I'm going to file them in order or design. So that's Nancy Watt. This is the editor's choice from Making Cards. I love that. That's, oh, I've missed that. I do apologise. Yeah, I love that for some reason. That's the last of the papers on there. I've only, well, I've got, what, 8.5 years magazines to go through. The pile will be massive. So editor's choice there. And then on these papers, I can put that one away. It's just some cards that have caught my eye. I've trimmed them so they're neat. and then I will organise them. So that's one suggestion. And while I was doing that, I came across some paper I put to one side, and unfortunately I've removed the top, and this actually was part of the backing on a photo frame, and there was 2 sheets in, and as soon as I saw this I thought, oh, that's a card, definitely a card. But I've caught that. It's not well, I can cut that off actually, but I will use that. But what I did do was make a card with the other one. It's just plain on the back. I love this colour green. I love it. So I just cut it to size, put it onto a larger panel of black card just to make it pop, and then the white card. And this is a die cut from Creative Expressions. It's one of Sue Wilson's designs. So die cut it in white and black just to give it a shadow. And I will be doing something with the inside as well. But who would have thought that is from your padding on a photo frame? So, you know, it's amazing little things that you can pick up and think, yes, I can do something with that. So I love boxes. I absolutely love boxes. And in my Stampin' Up haul today, it came in this one. It's my address. And as soon as I saw that, I knew I was going to make a box. I've made one before. First one without any input from my husband. I need him to help me with this one because I didn't make a good job of it. It's not very neat. But what I do when I get any cardboard, Stampin' Up boxes are fairly thick, but Amazon deliveries, I have a box with all the this card in there, and I use that for making albums. I use it sometimes if I don't have any of the foam sheets to add dimension to my cards. But what I'm going to do with this one is get my husband to remove these flaps, and I'll hot glue that bottom down. So remove the flaps, and learning from my previous mistake, instead of attempting to cover this base, I'm going to cut the sides, and this is where the Tyvek will come in. So I might do a video on that at a later date, just to let you see what I'm talking about. But I did make one box, oops, for my 12 by 12, and I've got up here, so just let me make some space. So this was, you see, I haven't caught that leg properly, so I've used these feet, and just covered it with black card and then some pretty card on the front. And this is housing, that was my crib sheet. This is housing some of my 12 by 12 papers, which I will categorise at a later date. So the next time you see a box like this, it will be decorated much nicer and finished off in a more professional way. But that will do for the time being till I get back to sorting that out again. So thank you once again for spending some time with me. Please take care and stay safe. and until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.